All right, you guys, welcome to Can't Change That podcast. Today we want to talk about the different communication skills between men, women, who's listening and who's not.
Let's talk about how men listen and women typically tend
Hold
to
on, be careful.
overanalyze. But I actually ran this all through my wife, and she said that this was pretty good. This is pretty spot on.
So you think men listen and women talk?
Not, I think so. It's like when a woman sends a text. Typically, it's like paragraphs, and then a man's answer would be like, "Okay, I got all the information I needed. I'll take care of it." But then it's like, "Why are you mad at me?"
If you're right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you're not listening.
Exactly.
Right.
But I think it's the communication styles.
I don't know with text. I think it's different with men and women. I'm very short for the most part. There used to be a time where I did these long texts and everything like that. But right now, it's literally I don't have the time.
Yeah.
And so I think the busier you get also with that, I think throwing a couple emojis in there when you write K, not a thumbs up, but
Why not thumbs up?
because that means fuck you.
Does it?
Oh, I
You just motherfucked her.
I just started becoming a thumbs upper. Before I took it offense, like when they wouldn't say anything and just
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's worse than okay. No, I think an emoji doesn't hurt though. So even a thumbs up emoji, I'll take it. I don't think you should do that to your girlfriend or wife.
I don't think I thumbs up my wife.
Yeah, I think thumbs up
Maybe you
is
should.
appropriate for work standards. I think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
I think in personal, like if you did that, you're definitely not getting a second date ever.
No.
I'm trying to think of a time where I don't know. I'm different. I think I was supposed to be a man when I was born. Well, because I have an Adam's
Checking your
apple.
Adam's apple.
There's like this baby one. No, I think like a man, and I don't know. I don't think so much with text. I think in person because I like to talk in person. So I'm a caller.
Yeah, me
I think
too.
men like to text
But
sometimes.
I think that comes with age too, because back when I was younger, I'd be like, no, just text me. I didn't want to pick up the phone.
Right.
Just text me. But now I'm like, this is taking too long. Call me.
It's too much to write.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't have time for the paragraphs. I think communication style between men and women can be different. I can only speak for myself in my relationship.
Mhm.
But sometimes I'm like, did you even hear? Even on the phone, I can tell, like, what are you doing? You're not even listening to me. You have to be doing something else because it's literally like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. But then he'll repeat everything I said. I'm like, but you're really not listening. Need you to listen.
See, that's me. She'll be talking, and I'll be like, got it. Did you hear what I said? Yes. Repeat everything back. You didn't listen to me. I'm like, how did I not listen?
Is this on the phone?
In person?
Or are you looking at her in the eyes?
No.
See, that's it. See, being in the field that I am, I'm always like, hey, I need your light. I need to get right up in there. I do that with neighbors too. Like,
What
there's
the fuck?
there's a new one that moved in across the street, and I just want to be acknowledged. Like you're not gonna keep hiding from me, sir. I'm gonna make eye contact and we're gonna talk.
She said to the officer.
I hate when they try to avoid you.
Your
We're
neighbors?
Well, they just moved in, and
The
so
one that golfs?
that has a golf bag. But I see it's quick. Like if I come out, he's like quick to like run inside. I'm like, hey, you can't
Run
just
after.
live in this neighborhood and not talk to me. It's weird. No, guys are listeners. Girls like to talk, but I think guys appreciate when you listen, or when you listen. I'm a good listener.
Yes.
Are you the
That's good.
HOA president?
HOA?
Yeah.
We don't have an HOA.
You should just start one and then just be like, you're the
That's you.
president. And there's no fees. No worries. There's no fees. Just put your name here.
Just
and
introduce
information.
myself.
Yeah.
They're like, we pay
There's like a
HOAs.
plethora
Yeah, I
of
know. It's,
people.
we waived it the night.
We have like the gangster across the street. Then we have like, you know what there is though, which I don't like. There's at the very corner. He made it very freaking awkward because I walk my dog. We have a park across the street, and I always say hi because I'm nice. Hello, good morning, right? One day he chased me down and asked for my number. You have a wife and kids, sir. And now I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. And now it's just awkward because I'm like, you walk your kids to my house with their like band, like stuff to like donate to. And I'm always like, why'd you make it weird? Right. Oh, I did want to, for biology versus society.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is where I'm starting to get confused. Different sensitivity levels, do you think? Because that's what I'm saying. I think
it also can depend on it's like hormonal roles. Like there's brain differences as well.
That's what I'm saying.
And then there's also emotional responses that can come from either or at any time, and
right.
they could be the same, male or female.
Right. So is there a difference?
Is there?
Because I think like a man.
Would it be subjective to a person and then the way they feel and the way they...
I think so.
Yeah.
I think back then we could have put it into categories.
It also depends. It's almost like everybody has a different pain tolerance.
Right.
Also, everybody has a certain way they can take.
So then we get into culture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I think that has a bigger role than...
Like the upbringing.
Yeah.
Their upbringing. Yeah.
Right.
Communication styles in the house.
Last episode, you guys were talking about how you guys were brought up with technology.
Yeah.
That's also like something that's
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you grow too. I think when you're younger, like talking to Mel, I would be like, what? And I'm like, that's stupid. And I've grown up and I erase everything. I'm like, okay. Thumbs up. No.
I think like when it comes to like growing up though, it's like was your household more of like an emotional expressiveness where you can say, hey, this is how I'm feeling, or was it a more emotional restraint? Restraint for you.
Yeah. Like my mom was I think that's why I am like I am and not like most girls, is because she's Filipino. And so with that, there came, if I cried on the phone to a boy, like she would rip the phone out and like, what are you doing? You go cry in the bathroom by yourself. And then you come out and you show the world you're strong. And that's how she carries herself. Yeah. Like funerals, everything. I remember growing up, I never seen her break. Ever.
Wow.
To this day. And you do that behind closed doors. And I think that's why it was hard. Like everyone's like, oh, you date like a man. Because I'm like, why are we talking about feelings? Why don't you just go in the bathroom and do that and then we'll talk later, right? No, but those kind of things I had to learn my own way, and that's with age and time, is opening up. Like with Gavin, he's very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he's not listening. But to me, he likes to talk. He talks about it, and he's very honest. When his heart was broken, he had no problem being vulnerable to me and like letting me know what's going on. I think it's just different, but I will say it's how you're raised. And I don't know how it works because the boys are really sensitive in my family. Like my brothers, the girls are like men.
Genetics?
No. I think
it could be just the influence growing up, and that's just how it was portrayed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we serve them. Obviously in our culture, you serve. Mm-hmm. All right. And so they eat first, they do all that. And like laundry and stuff. And I raised Gavin a little bit different to where like, you can do your own laundry. My mom still, like if he drops laundry off or anything, like even for the boys, it's like feed them, cater to them. And I'm like, why? And that's
what about me?
I should have listened. I probably would have had a husband sooner in life. No, but I think roles like that play more cultural than just being born that way.
Yeah, because I it's weird because going back and forth from like my birth mom and then was being raised by my stepmom at the same time, it's like one of them was very emotionally restraint, where we didn't talk about emotions. If you were upset, you just kind of dealt with it on your own. And then the other one was like, "What's wrong? Talk to me."
Right.
And going back and forth in that, no wonder I'm still in therapy.
Yeah, therapy's good for everyone.
I'm like,
therapist.
Now that makes sense. Is like, it took me 2 days to like kind of get myself back together when I went back from each house, because I'm like, okay, I can't say that stuff because she's gonna be like, "Why are you crying? Or why are you upset? Don't do that."
So where are you now? Like, if you were, I mean, you guys live together, so I'm sure there's not much texting going on when it comes to feelings. You guys do that?
I do, because that's how I like. If she were to sit down in front of me, like, I would have more of a problem trying to say what I need to say.
Express yourself.
I write it better than I can say it, and she knows that, and she's known that from the beginning.
Like,
no, like I like handwrite, like journal.
A letter.
Mm-hmm.
And you let her read it.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And then she'd be like, "Okay, do you want to talk about it now?" And if I want to, then I'll say yes, and then then it opens up that conversation because I got out what I needed to without being frustrated.
I think we listen. We communicate.
Mm-hmm.
We communicate. There's not much arguing, but I got lucky. But I think that came with age. Like I said, we're both at this like mature level. Definitely not when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as I walked out the door, I was texting you. No, I'm the one that left. Like, you fucking piece of shit. I'm so mad at you. Don't ever talk to me again. And I would text you. I think it's different with text now because I think more kids, that's what they use.
Yeah.
I don't think they know how to communicate verbally. And so.
Well, yeah, like I was a little bit upset at
that was rude. Hold on.
Okay.
Not all kids. I think some people can. That was very, yeah. No, I don't want to say I'm not. I think majority just because of technology.
Yes.
I don't want to say all kids. That's rude.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of them, though.
A lot. They express it because I see it on Instagram, like with the younger kids that like are on my page, my cousins and stuff like that. Like they're quick to put that song on. I'm like, oh, you're heartbroken again, right? They're quick to write a novel, but when it comes to expressing to me, like when I'm reaching out, like, hey, how's it going? Fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's still there's no connect there. Like sometimes I can't connect with any of them. I'm like, I don't know if you like me or if you don't. Like, I just don't know because it's so, okay, yeah, I miss you too. I'm like, well, then let's see each other. Okay. I'm like, when? I need a date. Yeah. My time's valuable.
Yeah, my little sister-in-law, she's like 12 now, got a phone for the first time. And I thought like I'm her favorite, so she'd be texting me all the time and I'm like, "Hey, how are you doing today? How was the first week of school?" "Good." And I'm like, "Did you like all your teachers?" "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, never mind."
Well, I feel bad too because I don't have the energy to keep digging.
Yeah.
Like I feel like and I want to, but at the same time I'm tired. Like if you say "Okay," I'm like, "That's good."
Yeah.
And like I walk away, but any other time, if it was a relationship, I'm like, what do you mean?
What do you mean, Kate?
What do you mean you had a good day at work? Like what? Like you fought a fire? Like did you like fire someone? No, it's those kind of things. It's different when it's in a relationship though. You have the energy to put into it.
How are kids gonna have their relationships when they grow up? If they're just texting each other now, you can't communicate with them because you're not at their language text level.
Right.
When they're going to express their language to each other, is it going to just be through text, through the internet?
I think they'll struggle more with in-person communications. Just even like social situations, interviews now. I mean, everything's on Zoom. It's all through the computer. Nothing is personal.
But relationships are in person.
Exactly.
But you have to learn how to talk. Like, how do you start dating I mean, I'm glad I'm past that. But, like, how do you start dating someone if you can't communicate?
You DM them.
Hey, I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah.
About last night.
Right.
I still hate you.
Here's a photo of what I did.
I'm actively not talking to you right now.
But we don't have to see each other.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, you do when I cross the hall.
So social anxiety disorder is something that's big. It stemmed from a combination of genetic factors, like family history, like you guys are mentioning, and like the brain structure. You guys can see all the different...
The environmental factors, too. Yeah.
It'll give you, like, certain things that have led to a lot of kids. I mean, I've seen it, too, where younger, especially like was it last episode you guys were saying, or you mentioned about a lot of the COVID kids are
COVID
Now
babies.
in
yeah,
school, yeah.
and now you see a lot of this happening. Exactly, with
Mhm.
environmental and experimental factors.
It does. And I mean, family dynamics, right? Like if you have a sibling that is, let's just say, on the spectrum and they're nonverbal, you're going to take those cues as a little kid. And so sometimes too, that's why we encourage like early intervention, like take him separate because he's just mimicking the behavior. Right. And so like not talking to stuff, like that's what they've learned is when I scream, that's what I get. Even though they don't have a diagnosis or anything like that, they can fall behind on top of that too. And so I think it's everything. I think it's cultural, environmental. And it's those first 3 years that have the biggest effect on, I think, who you're going to be and how you talk.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that hyperactivity in the how do you say this? Amygdala.
Amygdala.
There you go.
Remember that on what's his name? Happy Gilmore guy. The Mama said.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't he say he does,
I know
right?
what you're talking about. Yeah,
He
yeah.
says that in there.
So this is the fight or flight response comes from this part.
I think I have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is more so of, sad. Social anxiety disorder.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's just called SAD.
An exaggerated fear response to social situations.
Yeah.
Exaggerated. From the norm?
Over the top.
Right.
A lot of
Could
kids
it just be the way you were raised, like you said? You're taught to scream, so you scream.
I think sometimes, and that's where you really have to get to the root of it, and that's why you do these assessments and everything, because right, you ever like do a personality test, and it's almost like the same questions they're asking you, and then just to see where you're at. I think that's the same with these kind of disorders. Like, is it really, or like when we change the environment, is the behavior different? And
Yeah.
so I don't think you necessarily, like, if you have a mental health, like you have it. Does it get better with time? Yes, because you have coping skills. And so regardless, if you have social anxiety, whether you're born with it or not, like our goal is to give you the coping skills to like thrive, right? And that's, some people wait longer than others, so the habits are harder to break.
Or they just pray about it.
Yeah.
My son's that way though. I'm just like,
Holistic.
you should go to the doctor. She's all, no, I'll just pray about it.
Yeah.
That's his way. And it works. And so, I don't know, again, with,
I think I've seen that a lot too, because my wife works in the school system. So she had a student who they were doing, oral presentations up on the screen, and they had to make a PowerPoint and everything. And one of her students, was like, I can't do it. And she's like, well, this is your final grade. This is like, you don't really have a choice. You have to do it. And like, that's how severe her anxiety was, and the fear of going up there and talking, where she was giving herself panic attacks, even just coming into the classroom and having to leave.
But
and
if
that's
she
real.
And it's real.
That's real.
But if she overcame that fear, she would be the best speaker.
Right. And you do that. And so,
that's where those coping skills come in to get past that point. But I don't think she's ever really had the.
It's a big jump to go from here
coping
to
skills.
here. So what you want to do is you want to prime them, right? And so if we're really working on this, then it would be, okay, let's just go into the classroom and sit down, right? Let's sit in the front, right? We're priming them to get ready to do this. And it can take a long time because we do it with kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like Disneyland trips. Let's start packing our suitcase 2 months before. We're anticipating, but that's what we're priming for. And so when the real event happens, it's not so scary.
Yeah.
And
People should use that for their tattoo ideas.
priming,
Prime your tattoo ideas.
you should.
Yeah.
You should offer like temporary ones.
Or draw on yourself.
Yeah, or paint you the backdrop or the background of your phone for
Mhm.
like a month. See if
Right.
you
Like,
still
do you
it.
really like it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
See if you're like in love to really pull the trigger on it,
Yeah.
to commit.
Yeah.
That could I feel like it translates in a child where it's like, can you commit to do this trip? High crowds. Let's prepare you. Let's prime you.
Right.
It's funny because when you prime an engine, you're getting it ready from a cold start.
Yeah.
And then
Same thing.
Same
That's
thing.
called priming.
yeah, not primal. Like we're just
Not primal.
alphas.
Not primal. Priming.
I'm bringing it back. You
I had to do that with a kid
tough.
once. He, like, Home Depot physically, like, the bathrooms scared him, like public bathrooms. And so we would go to Home Depot. We would just go to the parking lot. We would just walk into the building. And it took almost like 7 months. Then we would go into the building. Then we just walk to the bathroom door. Like, eventually, like, these baby steps to get to where it's like, see, it's not so scary. It takes time, but also it took you a good amount of time probably to learn that behavior. And so it's just breaking bad habits. It doesn't happen overnight.
Do people have to be social? Like, what if you just don't want to be social? Do you have a disorder, or are you just like, I don't want to talk to people?
No, because that would be what is it called?
Introverted.
Introverted.
Oh, the introverts or extroverts, yeah.
Right? Like, some people just don't like talking to people.
Is that okay, or is that considered
Yeah,
disorder?
I think that's more of.
Is it like, is it interfering with your daily life?
Yeah.
What if you
That's
just,
what it is.
What if you just work at home, you work from home, you're online, and you just don't want to deal with people?
Well, that's fine, but it's not interfering with your daily life then.
Yeah.
If it was like, hey, it's an emergency, your house is on fire, I need you to get out and go run to the neighbors. I don't know what it is. See, like those kind of things. If it interferes with your daily life, then that might be an issue.
I think they say your daily life or your something of life. I forgot what it was. Then
quality of life.
Quality of life. Then that's
Okay.
when the issue starts.
So you may need to speak to people, and now you have to live through others just to get your food from Walmart.
Like, if someone's quiet and they're just introverted and that's just what they do, but they still go out and they go buy groceries normally and they like go through life completely fine with their quality of life hasn't changed.
Well, I'm just thinking about that,
issue.
like that girl you were talking about that wants to go and speak, and she's so nervous she can't publicly speak.
Right.
But to her, that speaking publicly, to you, it may not be anything, but it may be like somebody trying to get on a roller coaster. They don't really, that is just so out of the norm for them. So they think, well, I don't necessarily have to be around roller coasters. I could just live my life without them. I could live my life without public speaking.
You definitely can. Yeah. I hate public speaking.
I got used
Why?
to it now.
Surprisingly.
Why do you hate it?
I talk a lot when I'm nervous.
Oh.
And so I think it's just a different, but at the end I'm exhausted. So anytime I like talk in front of like groups or do trainings and stuff like that, at the end of the day, I am exhausted. Like, it physically takes everything out of me just to show up.
Have you thought to force yourself to slow down? To just make it uncomfortably hard and just slow down? Awkwardly.
Like when I'm talking to people?
Yeah, because if you say that
Well, I have to. Yeah, because I'm training. So even with that, I still have to slow down. But that's what I mean. It's a lot of thinking. It's not natural. And I think that's okay. I don't think that's necessarily social.
Do you think you can find your natural voice in a public setting? Can you bring your natural voice to be? Could you?
Yeah.
Then it would just be easy, right?
Right. Yeah.
Have you done that?
Yeah. I'm just lying. I do.
You do. That's for what you do.
All
for
I
work.
do is talk.
Isn't that what you do?
I don't know why I lied about that, but
Well, it's
thank
funny
you.
Because you don't want people to know it's really you, right?
What's your job, sir?
Yeah.
Defense attorney?
Jeez, the dissector, why don't you?
Hey, I was waiting my turn.
No, so it's funny.
Gotcha.
Some people have that same fear with a camera, and here you guys are outreaching like a huge crowd. You gotta
Right.
say, like, it's a big auditorium, but it's a virtual thing. No one's present versus
It's
this
a lot-
is a live thing. Then you're like, all right, Mike, raises the awkward.
See,
levels.
it doesn't for me.
Okay.
It's more awkward talking here, like on the cameras in this small group, this intimate group, versus if I have a big group because I have interaction.
So then we could see it as like the way I see it. Let's just you're expressing your thoughts. This is what I think.
Right.
Right. So it's funny how on a stage you'll kind of
Yeah, I can
have
wing
to
it.
really.
I can do that. I'm very good at that.
Yeah, you
good.
are.
But
then
I am
you're
very good.
basically talking to a painted audience, though. That's not as individual.
Right. And they're engaging and I get feedback, and that's what, I like try to bring them into it. Here, it's just me, this microphone. I mean, there's you guys, but like, it's still like a lot more pressure to keep the conversation going.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Like,
Because you're not hearing that feedback of this,
You-
this.
That reassurance, like, okay, everyone's engaged, they're awake, they're doing it. We're all like, that's what I look for. That's how I get my energy, is more like, are they engaged? If not, how am I going to switch it? Like, they're yawning.
Welcome to being a defense attorney. That's
Is
how
that what
you.
it is?
Well, that's how you talk to a jury. They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
giving you any feedback. They're just staring at you.
Right.
So this is just cameras just staring at you right now.
Just making notes, staring at you.
It's
and
it's
just-
taking
This is when I get
notes.
all awkward.
Yeah.
I think that comes to like that instant gratification that you're looking for from people,
Okay.
and that's kind of
Is that
what,
true, Mary?
I don't know.
Can you like self-evaluate that?
I don't know. Like, for me, I think it's, I mean, I don't know, because I'm actually lying again. See, I'm just a big liar. But I also think if you're not engaged, I'm very quick to be like,
hey,
Right.
why doesn't everyone stand up and take a break?
Yeah.
You guys are yawning. It's time to take a break. But I get that kind of interaction, and I don't need the laughs or anything like that, but it helps time pass by faster. Like, when no one's doing it, then I'm like, is this thing on?
You need
Right.
reinforcement
It's the response.
to keep adjusting you.
Right.
You're not going to turn the headlights off in the middle of the night and just hope the road is
No,
still
and so
straight.
that's what
No.
I'm saying.
You
Even
should
if,
try it. It's fun.
if the audience isn't engaging, I'm still, I still keep this tone.
yeah,
Right. And so I still present like this, and I keep talking like you're listening to me. We're all having a good time, even if you're not trying to wake you up. And I think that's what's exhausting.
it's the same
is-
thing. Like, it's walking into doctors' offices and trying to get them to like, hey, this is what we do. Are there pain points in your practice that we can help you with? And they're just like, no. And I'm just like trying to pull something out of them to be like, oh, well, maybe you can help me. And it's just like, at some point it gets awkward, because then they're like, yeah, you can't help me. And I'm like, okay, then that's my time to leave.
Right.
Or if I'm doing like an in-service with a facility that has multiple doctors, and they're just kind of staring at me like, okay, you fed us lunch, and are you gonna, what's the spiel, kind of thing. They're used to it. This is what they get weekly, on a weekly basis. What do you have that somebody else can't, and how can you keep me engaged?
This is when you're selling something to them?
This is what I do. I go to doctor and I let them know about our services,
Right.
and then they refer to us.
Okay.
In a setting where if you were to do some sort of experiment, the kids in that playful, but then you put that same group of kids in the classroom or the playground or lining up to start class, totally different
right.
attitudes
Mhm.
and that stems from like the whole environment, which could be home. Was it what's that place
Sictron?
called?
Sictron.
Sictron.
Have you
It
been
could
there
be
yet?
school. My wife has. I
Oh,
haven't.
good.
No, well, it's like
What the
yeah.
hell are you guys talking about?
It's like a big
Like an obstacle course, kind of like.
Like Gladiator?
It's a free
no,
play arena.
more like Wipeout.
Oh, wait. Like trampolines and stuff like
No
that?
trampolines, but like air stuff.
this spot right here.
Like Aerosoft?
No, so like Wipeout stuff.
It's AI. This is there you go. Look at that promo video. That's cool. The first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
So this is sick.
Definitely can
and
share
look, And
this.
this is Joseph selling you join the club members.
So our owners own that too.
Oh, nice.
So that's it really is a neat place.
Yeah.
That's why you got to bring him in here like to talk about that too.
Right. Entrepreneurship. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what they do,
Right.
and they're good at it. Mhm.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
could just go and
Had a
jump
Christmas
around.
party there.
Yeah.
Do they have an
Really?
adult time frame or is it?
No,
how do
you
No.
could just go.
You can just go.
Huh.
You guys can go
Yeah, I
together.
want to bust.
That's cool.
This seems creepy. I feel like maybe bring a kid just so that you don't look creepy. but
Just a bald
My
guy
kid?
there.
Definitely can't.
My
go-
kid or just take a kid? Just-
You could take your girlfriend.
What are you saying?
Huh?
It's like
I
yeah, it's
think
like-
no. I think you either have to have a kid or like couples go. I think that's
Right.
normal. I think if I just showed up
So
by
you can
myself to
chaperone-
bounce around.
chaperone your girlfriend there.
I thought you guys were all about mental health. What if I'm having a bad day
You just
and like I want to
Well,
jump
they
around?
do.
Gotta let it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I used to before they opened. I would stop by while they were building, and yeah,
See?
I rode the zip line. I like
Okay, you're gonna send Joseph out, be like, "Sir, you need to leave."
No,
I'm in
nobody's
the middle
gonna,
of this.
You're creeping the kids out.
rolling down.
Kids are fine. I'm going through it.
Security, there's a bald
Excuse
man
me.
by the there's a bald man by the ball pit.
You
just
jump,
little,
a kid
yeah.
flies.
I start teaching the kids about life. This
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
want these material things.
No,
Have you heard
but
the word?
it does. It is a good time, I think,
It
for
is.
like
No, it is
a date night.
My kids loved it.
You've been to that place?
No, I haven't. My wife took the kids once.
Okay.
But they came back and they were just,
it's different. It's fun.
Anyway.
But yeah, anyways, back to what we were talking about. No, I will say though, I think, I can always bring it back to mental health. Right. I do think that has a big role.
Everything is mental
I know,
health.
but I think that has a big role on how you communicate and texting and how you perceive things. Obviously I suffer from a couple mental illnesses. And so like I have all this stuff. And so it depends what mood I'm in and how I read it. Like, luckily Travis knows how to deal with that. It's like, you need extra attention today. I'm like, that's it, okay? But he knows what days to write a little bit more, like, oh, you're having one of those. He doesn't say you're having one of those days, but he knows how to address it. Yeah. And that's where it's like, you need a little bit more affirmations. You need a little bit more of this.
I struggle with that.
And that's where
I see.
It's hard for me to say girl-guy difference because I'm like, he's so good at it. And I don't know if it's because he's peer support also for CAL FIRE. He just knows how to communicate like that. And I think it's also, we've gone through life of not communicating with our other partners or whatever it is. And so once
it's like not to repeat the past also.
Right. And that's a good, and that's like, all we have is communication because we do work all the time in different areas. And so we have to have that communication. Otherwise we have nothing. Yeah. And so, right now I can say it's good, but I have had in the past where it's like, what are you talking about? I asked if you're hungry. You said no. I'm like, well, it didn't mean go eat without me. I can see those kind of things. Like,
some people that we know, I remember at one point, like, she was like, well, like, if you're having a bad day, like, just text me, like, whenever you're like, you've calmed down or you're ready. And like, he didn't text her for like 2 weeks. And he goes, and I texted him, I was like, did you, like, something happen? He goes, well, she said not to text her until I was ready. I was like, that didn't actually mean until
ignore
her.
He wasn't
and
ready.
He goes, but that's what she said. And I'm like, but that's not what she meant.
You're supposed to know what she meant.
Have you seen that meme where they're calling, who is it? They're two guys. The help anyone?
They're calling?
But no, so they're taking a text. He's like, oh, you want to go out? And he's like, okay, cool. Sounds good. And it's a meme. I can't remember who it.
I don't want to type it in there. Two guys, meme.
Like, I'll find it right now.
I don't know.
2 guys, 1 cup.
Lil Nas X. He's out there wilding. Have you seen that?
He's in jail still, right?
Dude, talk about mental health, huh?
Yeah.
Meme. Taylor Swift is engaged.
I saw that.
Jeez.
And it wasn't AI this time.
To who?
You guys all thought
Travis
it was going to be
Travis Kelce.
Uh-huh.
That's really going through, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember everyone thought it was just another album?
He's smart because he's getting her career's still going. His is coming to an end soon.
Yeah.
Even if hers came to an end.
She's got royalties.
She's
fine.
Yeah, and she has a new album that's dropping.
She's going to be writing, producing. She's going to be fine. He's smart.
Right. He's making her podcast better. But that's what they joked is at least someone's getting a ring this year.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I missed that episode. I was trying to attest against it.
Any fantasy draft?
What is that?
Dude, keeping up with that, he does, right?
Is it Keenan and Kel?
Keenan Peele. Key and Peele.
Yes.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But did you see that one where they're texting each other?
Okay.
And he's like, oh, it's about to go down. And the other one's like, oh, cool. Yeah.
Have you my favorite one
That's like
is
the perfect description of what we're talking about.
That's a good one.
My son's like that, and I'm so embarrassed
that
I raised him.
He's the calm one or the
No, he's literally, it'll be like Christmas Day. Him and his wife come over. Our whole family's there, like traveled in. And I'm like, where'd Gavin go? And she's like, oh, he went to go play golf. And I'm like, Gavin, like you just left her here with, she never met the family. And he's all, she said she didn't care. And I'm like,
I think I was with him golfing.
He doesn't read between the lines.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I was with him golfing.
Did she not care?
I mean, she says she did. She's like, and I'm like, to me, if a guy had done that to me, Gavin, he's like, I don't know, she's always married, but she said go ahead and go anyways. Like, and he'll go. He'll say, she said yes.
He told me that, and I was like, I don't think that's what she meant. He goes, really?
Did he get to go golf?
Yeah, me and him were golfing.
He doesn't worry about it. If the answer is like she said, I don't care, even if she said it mad, he takes it.
Okay.
I don't know. She said, go ahead. I don't care. And like,
I heard what I heard.
yeah, and he's very, but I'm like, you're not worried that you're going to get in trouble or like, he's like,
Yeah.
why? She said, go.
It's like this book. I believe it's called like.
Where's it at? Down here?
No, you just passed it.
Whoop.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
we're
on
on
it.
there?
It was on it. Yeah.
Oh, right here. Cool.
And she talks about communications between.
Oh,
relationship.
Deborah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I love that the rapport talk versus the report talk, where it's like one uses talk to build connection, and the other one tries to convey information or fix or assert something, and that's kind of it.
So it's subject versus procedure.
Yeah.
Well, it's like what she thought she heard or something like that.
Yeah.
She has this book, and it's probably this book where she talked about like
I think it's called Why
different-
Don't You Understand Me?
Why Don't You Understand Me?
Yeah.
Communication. It was like in 1990, I believe. But it still stands true to this day when when it's just different perspectives. And so it's how you think that how you receive the information.
Which one are you guys? Do you guys care about the information or the purpose of the conversation?
I think I'm more of the convey information fix.
So you're thinking more like a man, according to Deborah Tannen.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to fix it?
Yeah, like if my wife's like she's like, I'm tired. Go to bed early. She's
Right.
like, I just want you to
Seems
hear
like
me.
a solve.
I just
No,
want
I want you to know about
I
my
want you to
pain.
hear me.
Most
You're
people
like,
don't want a solution.
and I'm like, oh, okay. How do you feel about that?
I'm hungry. What do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I got a flip a coin, wife chooses, husband chooses
Yeah.
thing because
is
we're
that?
so, and it still doesn't work. It's just like, it was like this gift, I don't remember. It was probably like a Christmas stocking stuffer, right? And she got me this because we're always asking each other that.
What do you want?
You choose.
You choose,
It's
yeah.
like, no, let's let fate decide. And you just flip a coin,
Yeah.
but it lands on her and it's still, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You
so I'm
whatever
like,
you want. Yeah.
Toss the coin. What do we have a coin for? You know?
For
Yeah.
like food?
For food, yeah.
Yeah.
For any dinner, like, do you want to eat? Where do you want to, like, what are you craving? Things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I picked that.
You guys are.
But does Travis
yeah.
say, what do you want?
He's
Or-
always like, what do you feel like? And I know it's going to be never bound. I'm like, I want Mexican. He's like, I don't know if they're open today. You want Chinese? And I'm like,
There's not one restaurant, Mexican
And I'm
restaurant,
like,
isn't open
okay.
any day, 7 days a week.
In all fairness,
they are
it's
open.
Paso.
You'll find a place, dude. You'll find a place. Come
No,
to Sanger.
but I think that's so I always do process elimination. I said, well, I know what I don't want. And so I give those advices. Like, this is what I don't want.
Which is everything he wants.
Which is the same because I don't really care about food. But when there's certain times a month that I'm like, I need that spice and that saltiness, like, and there's just no negotiating.
Yeah. How about like when it comes to like conflict? Like, I know sometimes in conflict that I have, it's like someone would like push more of the conversation, and then that causes the other one to shut down and to communicate because maybe they weren't like prepared or they were like, oh, where did this kind of come out of?
Back when I was younger, I was just impulsive, like ready to attack. And so like when you said something, I'm like, why are you treating me that way? Like why? And now I process first before I talk.
Yeah.
Which is not like me.
So if you're asking why, it sounds like you were on the side of the actual conversation meant something more than the subject.
Right. So like I'll joke and say like, how come you don't love me anymore? You just wrote like morning, not even good morning.
Today's
right?
the day to be.
But I joke
petty.
because it's like a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God. And he doesn't know if I'm being serious or not.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I mean, if you just want to break up with me, you just say so. Right? Because people begin
Fine,
with
we're
this.
done.
Yeah. I was like,
he's
you
like,
know
I was
what?
in the
He's like,
restroom.
fine, I'll call you later.
Yeah. And then he calls me and I'm like, well, I told you to call, so it doesn't even work anymore. So, but that's me joking. I don't know. I think I'm both.
That's more rapport
You're
talk.
both.
right.
That's rapport talk.
In the end, I always ask, like, do you want my opinion or were you just venting? That's what I always like. 'Cause some people just need to vent. And if you need that, like, I'll be your ear all day. But if you want my opinion, I'll give you my opinion. And typically he always wants my opinion, probably because he's been trained that way.
What's
also.
He wants the information.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because that's what sometimes he's a good listener, and so really good listener. But sometimes I'm like, I want your feedback, and then he's like, oh, I thought you just wanted me to listen. And I'm like,
It's your slide. It's like he's treating you the way the slide says you should be treated.
yeah.
He's saying, all right, you want some affirmation. You want to be heard. I'm
No,
here.
he's really good
And then
at
you're like,
it.
no, dude, tell me the answer. And
Right.
he's
I'm like, I want
oh.
you to tell me what to do. In the end, I think all girls do. Maybe I might be speaking for myself, but I think in the end, I'm like, just pick. You decide for me.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think I like try to get you to pick without you knowing that you picked.
Reverse psychology.
Reverse psychology.
It's a magician's trick.
Houdini's. Look at you guys.
Secret. It's
Yeah.
manipulators, massive manipulators. I will say though, I don't know if it's on this part, but guys and girls do take things differently. Like, remember, so we had this NAMI event a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and I got dressed, and he told me,
Oh, you looked elegant.
"You look elegant."
Nami.
What's wrong with elegant?
No,
So,
I mean, it's a National Alliance of Mental
Health
Illness.
Oh.
and so it was a
So it's like a
fundraiser.
formal.
It's a fundraiser.
It was a formal
Yeah.
event, yeah,
Yeah.
like Night of Hope, and so it's actually really good. We just had one last week.
Yeah.
They happen once a year. So with that, I showed him my dress, and he's all, "Oh, that looks elegant," and I'm
And
like,
she came to work so upset.
I was like,
Wow.
"Why
She was
don't you?"
pissed.
I was like,
She showed me the dress.
So
She
you're
goes,
saying-
I was like, that looks really nice.
"Yeah," and so I even talked to another therapist there, and I'm like, "Did he call me an old lady?"
Wow.
Like that.
So he's like calling you. You look like a
I
villain.
wanna be like-
Omar, pull it up. What is elegant? What is the
Didn't
AI
our
definition of
current
elegant?
therapist even say, "Oh, you look very elegant," and you were like,
Oh, he joked with me after that because he knew.
Yeah,
I
he's
was
like,
like,
"What?"
I was like, "Why don't you just call me an old lady?"
Elegant is
It's a.
And then the therapist is like, from a man's point of view, I was like respecting you. I was saying
pleasingly graceful and stylish in appearance or manner.
Old lady.
Pleasingly.
Old-
Pleasingly.
I wanted to be like, "Dang, you look hot."
He
right?
should have just
Like,
said, "Look at that vintage piece."
What did he
That's
say?
what he's waiting for, right? That's my
Might
vintage
as well.
piece.
Might as well. That's what I heard.
That's what she
He will
heard.
never use elegant again.
I am
To this
not.
day, he's never
for
said it.
Cabriolet, Rolls Royce.
Right. He's never said it, and that's
You look exquisite, Eleanor.
yeah.
yes.
I didn't know it was
What
Great
are
Gatsby.
we?
Okay, so he's into role playing. You know, he just
Yeah.
he brought the horse up and he's ready to.
Shot that down.
It was like this sparkle dress. I was ready to go clubbing. Like, not really, but I was like, elegant? That's what you're going to use. Elegant.
"Yep."
I don't think if you're dating someone or you want from your spouse to be like, "Wow, babe, that looks really elegant."
Yeah, that's kind of weird when you say it like
I
that.
want to be like, "Ooh, that's hot."
And then that's all you can think about.
But you hear, and he was like, "Well, I was trying to be respectful, trying to find a word."
Dang, look at that.
At least the
Trying to be
therapist told me that.
respectful.
Right, trying to be respectful, like,
So it's using like a very, good manners,
right.
very proper
Yeah.
etiquette.
Yeah, he'll never use that word
He's
again.
No.
she took it as
He will never use that word
Never.
again.
1940s flapper girl.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't ever call me elegant.
He's gonna have PTSD from this.
Right.
Never again.
So that's one time I recently got
I remember
upset.
that.
It was a big deal
It was in the office.
because there's only men that work in the office. And so I'm like, seriously? Like that's, and they were like, that, I think that's nice.
Yeah, I was like,
I
"That's
think
nice."
that was sweet of him. And I'm like,
We're like, go him. Look at it. Look.
yeah,
Hey, then she gets some ad. We're like writing it out. Nope. Scratch that one out.
Never,
Nope, that didn't work.
don't ever use elegant.
Men, elegant, not gonna happen.
Right.
No.
What is this one? Emotional labor. Women often initiate deep combos. Men may avoid emotional topics.
I do.
You avoid them?
Hmm.
Why?
They're not productive.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
I thought this
it
was a
depends
safe-
That's not what she said.
This isn't a
I think it
safe
depends on
space.
the emotion. Like, if it's gonna make me angry, then I don't want to talk about it.
So what do you want to do? Just let it bury and manifest inside
Yeah,
your soul?
and then
Then
3
come
months
out and
later,
just be
it'll
like,
come out because I was upset about something.
You pass
Really?
gas, it just comes out.
that's it builds up. You
Yeah.
shouldn't do that.
I know I shouldn't, but that's how it goes. My poor wife.
Can't change that. Hey,
Yeah.
Is that what you guys do?
Yeah.
You just let it fester?
so give me
Well-
an example, or I should say, play a scenario.
Let's see.
Like,
Okay, your girl went and told her friends personal stuff and you're not about that. Like, I don't talk about my personal business because I think that happens a lot. And that upsets you. You're like, it doesn't.
Well, no.
You're saying, do you bring it up?
Do you bring it up? Like something like that? Like,
okay, but then she's already in a bad mood. Do you bring it up then, or do you just like, okay, I'm gonna wait?
Nah, you bring it up when
You're gonna wait, right?
No, I'm gonna
but
do it.
But then when is a good time to bring it up? Because then you forgot, and then something triggers you, and now you remember. Now you're pissed off.
I'm gonna do it when we're mad, because we're already mad. So let's just get it out of the way.
Get it heated out.
Yeah, yeah.
Get a mic.
I don't want to keep doing this.
Do you yell? Do you yell to get your point across?
I raise my voice.
You do?
I do. No, not like yelling.
I try to keep.
Your Honor! She'll put that shit away.
Like recording? What was that? Recording?
Right here, you said.
Yeah. No, I think it also depends on your. You got to read the room, right? So
Right.
if I want to, let's figure this, hash this out right now, to not bring it up later, right? Like Alex said, we're gonna figure this out. But then also don't back someone against the wall when they bite back like a canine, because some people will come out from a past.
Yep.
I think
There's also time and place though too.
Yeah.
You can't talk about emotions all the time, or.
yeah, you can.
But what do we know?
No.
What do you know? Well, yeah, you can. I think you can talk about emotions. I just think how they're talked about. Like,
Well, again, context and tone.
right.
And,
I don't have a tone. I'm like, tell me why you feel that way. And I listen, I take notes, and I'm like, okay, I can see your perspective on that, but let me tell you why I feel this way.
This is where you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's like one of those,
This is, let me.
That's informative though.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't really, I don't think we've ever argued. I think it's more conversations. Like, I don't see that point of view, and this is from my point of view. And then
phone them in. Phone a friend and be like, when was the last time we argued?
Can we get Travis on the phone?
You want to
That'd be crazy.
Let's call him.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, just call him. Give him some notice.
Just let him know we're live. Put
Just-
him on speaker.
Just
He does sound like Vin Diesel.
He does sound like
Fan.
Vin
does he
Diesel.
sound like Vin
Yeah.
Diesel? Does he look like Vin Diesel?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Can you get that on camera? Can you? You can.
Yeah, I got you. Can't
Hey,
see.
Vinny.
Oh no.
What's up?
Okay, you're on the podcast. Can you
Hey,
hear me?
Travis.
How you doing?
Good, how about you guys?
We're all right. Your name has come up several times.
Question.
No,
cool.
question.
We're
Okay,
not trouble.
I'm being serious. When's the last time we fought?
We've never fought.
Whoa.
I didn't want to do it because she goes to the throat.
Nice.
She said we fought
She
one
said that
time.
too. She said that you're very complimentary, and she does go for the throat.
I say I pretend. And he navigates that well with the tests.
Let us know if you need some self-defense classes. We got. No, I'm kidding.
This is your chance to reach out. Do you need help?
Well, what we're talking about is emotional women versus men. And so women often initiate deep conversations.
Yep.
You think I initiate that?
You think that you initiate the deep conversation?
No, that's what science says.
Trust the science.
Trust
I
the
think
science.
it's 50-50 with you and I.
Right.
Okay.
Does he
See?
try to
It's not
avoid
that we-
emotional topics?
Do you try to avoid emotional topics with me?
Not at all.
I know. We're just so open.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, power couple.
What about
good.
if you're at
That's
dinner or you're at the bar, you're having a drink, you're
Place and
okay
time.
with the emotional conversation?
Depends on what the emotional topic is about.
She wants to go over the state of your relationship, and you're just drinking a beer, watching a game.
I want to go what?
You want to talk about the whole relationship and what it all means.
I'm not going to do that during
And
football.
we're out in public.
Yeah.
I don't think that necessarily be the time and place for it.
Yeah.
So I would-
So that's what I'm
Yeah, so
saying.
there's
There's
time and
there
place.
is a limit. Yeah.
Right. All right.
I like
Well,
Travis.
I'll talk to you later.
Feel
Maybe.
free to join in.
I'm just kidding.
Thanks, Travis.
All right.
Thank you,
love
Travis.
you. Bye.
All right, you guys, take care.
All right, let's go down the line. Joseph. No, I'm kidding.
No,
What do you call it,
but
Joseph?
the thing is, I would respect that. Like, I also think there's a time and place. And I know it's not in front of family. I know it's not when, a
The
49ers are playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a 49er fan. I
Yeah.
get that. Or
Maybe
if my
when the Raiders are
fantasy
playing.
league's playing, I have things to take care of too. It's a busy time for us. But he would talk. He's lying. If I was like, I want to talk about it right now, he's lying.
In the middle of the game?
I'll be like, aw,
Omar, we need
Kiddo
to
and
send
his wife are
reinforcements.
so
That's real.
cute.
No, that's real. I mean, you know, like if
If it's
he's time and
bothering-
place, but obviously if he sees again, if he reads the room,
If
he
it's
sees that.
important to her, then that may, okay, then yeah, let's go somewhere and have a
I would
conversation.
never
Time for
do.
people.
I don't.
Oh,
No,
man.
I don't think I would ever do that because I'm very quick. Like, I keep my boundaries, and so I do. Like, I'll have family members who are like, "Oh, I want to talk." I said, "No, you're not ruining my day to day."
Right.
Right? We're
Well,
not
see,
doing.
to me, it's already been ruined. Now
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
now
no,
just
no,
tell me
no.
because
It
now we need
doesn't
to
ruin.
know.
I'm like, we're not talking about it today. That's for another discussion. It is not the day.
And you could still enjoy your life until
I'll
that
fester
other
on
day.
that though. and
Really?
I'll
I
fester and be
can.
like, oh, what could it be?
That's
Is
Well,
it
I
healthy.
think-
bad? Is it good?
Right.
What did I do?
Because you want the information.
Yeah.
You're like, just
So-
give me the information. Give me the answer now. Let's figure it out.
Yep.
Right.
Mary's like, problem for another day.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I am, and it probably ruins your day. But you tried to ruin mine, so that's your fault.
That's your
Yeah.
fault, Joseph. Shots
So
fired.
sit with it because
well,
I'm
all
busy.
weekend you were like, I gotta tell him, and then Monday comes, she goes, finally you're here. I'm like, you could have called me.
Thanks
When?
for tuning in to the season finale. of
This
Can't
weekend.
Change That, okay?
Oh yeah, I wait.
And I'm like, you could have called me and told me.
She
No,
had-
because you can avoid it, and I can't read your body language. I need to know when I'm having this conversation.
that she
with
said
you.
it. She wants the audience in front of her. She
Right.
needs to know the ticks.
Okay.
I've always been like, so I'm not much of a texter.
No, that's what we always call.
No, and so even
You can avoid our texts too.
like I remember when, because we met on Bumble with Travis, and so it was like real quick. I'm like, I need you on the phone so I can see if you're real, right? And I think that's a surprise to people day and age because they want to keep texting. I'm like, no, I need to know if you can hold a conversation because when we're old, I need you to hold a conversation.
This is a testimonial
Yeah,
story.
but that's
Right.
scary
Shout
because
out to
now he's
Bumble.
like,
yeah, Bumble.
now
Because
he's like,
people
oh,
act
shit.
different.
Right,
They act
yeah,
different.
Yeah, that first
versus
conversation.
texting like, oh, what's your favorite color? No, I don't care.
right.
Right?
Know
Like,
what to
I want to
ask.
know
Yeah.
if you can have deep conversations. I want to know,
Like
not
what's
even
the, like
can
what's
you
the temperature?
that. And I noticed a lot of times I was holding the conversations. Like when I was going through the dating era, I remember like, I'm the one talking this whole time, like making it fun and funny. I know what I bring to the table, but if I was to shut up, can you make me laugh? And that's where, like, a lot of times I'm like,
I'm leaving.
yeah, yeah, and it's not like you ghosted me. No, I didn't. You didn't have any conversation. That's not ghosting. That's you don't know how to talk except for good morning, thinking about you. Good morning, thinking about you.
The little things. There's like the
Yeah, it's like the same repeat. I felt like I was in Groundhog Day sometimes, and I'm like, you don't have anything to say. Here I'm telling you, I can't keep a secret. I just keep talking, and so yeah, he matches that, so that's good. But that one pushes to talk. How do you deal with that when your girlfriend or your wives are like, hey, what's wrong?
In the beginning, I kind of needed that sometimes. It was a positive thing for me.
To dig deep where it's like, what's wrong?
Like she's like, is it this? Is it this? And like, I almost needed her to prompt the conversation for me to like get it out because I'm not good with my words. So she was really good at that, and then it just got a little bit easier to just
She's your
have
person now,
conversations.
though.
Yeah, to have conversations.
Right.
But sometimes I needed that, so I don't think it's technically like a negative or a positive thing. I think it depends on the person.
Right.
But I could see it being negative too if someone's just completely shut down and you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
What
then
would make you shut
doesn't-
down?
Not wanting
Not
to face
wanting
the problem.
Yeah, denial.
Denial. Just not.
Would it
Vulnerability.
irritate you more if, like, I was like, I know you're irritated. Like, what's wrong?
pushing it. Like
Yeah.
Wanting to talk about it if
Right.
it's wrong.
That would irritate you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It would.
It would.
Yeah.
Right. Especially if it's something I don't want to talk about.
Why?
Well, see, now you're asking. Now I'm pissed.
Turn the tables. Toot, toot. D.A. Mary. Women in workplaces, women tend to use soft tones.
Soften tones, and men more directly. Speak more directly.
See, I think that's all changing. What year did we get this stuff from? Because
don't think
also
that's
think
true.
I think I'm very assertive when I talk.
Yeah.
And I asked you, I was like, was I mean? Did I get my point across? Because sometimes he'll be in one of my meetings, And he's
I'm
like, no.
Damn.
Well, because some people call me the Grim Reaper. Like, and I'm
Now
like,
I
that's
know
not what
why.
I want. I like to get to the point. I want to be your friend and I like to have fun and all that. And I like to joke. But if you're not doing your job, then it becomes more assertive. Like, if this isn't happening, disciplinary action will happen. So I think I'm more direct with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're right. It's been updated.
Yeah.
It's just, are you in a leadership role or not?
That's
I
what
could
it
see how
is.
that used to be though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because nowadays it all depends on the
Yeah, and I think
male
that
or female.
your next one's changed too. The assertiveness
Mhm.
praised in men, penalizing women. I think it's the opposite now. I think assertiveness is praised in women.
Who do you think
now.
has more power in the workplace?
Women?
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Whoa, that's a loaded question.
In
So
every
no, the
industry-
reason I was because
Because men have to now conform to the social atmosphere that was created by women as opposed to women conforming to men. Whether that's correct or not,
right,
it's men that have to now live in a woman's workforce as opposed to the other way around.
right. How do you feel?
choose carefully.
Mary,
Watch
you
out, man.
harass me
These are
all the
landmines.
time.
Which type?
stepping in the
Physical?
land.
Our office environment's just fine.
Oh yeah, ours is it's just me and you.
But I think it
We
literally,
have
yeah,
90 Day Fiance on the TV.
yeah, I
We
think
sit there, work.
Dang.
but I think
Mary's in
our tones are
charge.
right. But I could
Talk to
see,
Mary.
so like, I could see a woman if she went like. There's two things, and so if we're talking about like firefighting, since Travis is a firefighter, but like if a woman comes into that scene with men, right? Because they'll typically the men out
Number the
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
the women. That's like true. And so you get a woman in. I think it's harder. I think you're right. I think the woman has more power because everyone's afraid of, I don't want to sexually harass her. I don't want to say anything that'll offend her because she has more discrimination. What is it? Like that she can call harassment on.
It's just also things that like men are more socially. It's more socially acceptable for if you were to leave the room for me and Omar and Joseph to start just razzing on each other.
Right.
And nobody's feelings would really be hurt because we all
Mhm.
understand that's just the code that we talk.
Right.
We bully and we harass.
See, I told
But
you.
you
I was
can't
supposed to be
do
a
that.
man.
Well, I had a
Joseph, well, she does that.
She
I
does
have a
that
I have a female
every day.
Mary's a hybrid.
I have a female client that was a she was a fire chief,
Uh-huh.
and she mentioned the times that she felt like she had to prove herself. She had more
Yeah.
to like, cause she understood everything that came with it. Same thing with a female attorney, a female therapist, or let's say
I would say it's opposite in therapy.
therapy.
And it's males that have to because you see more female
Right.
therapists than males.
And you think it's easier for a man to like open up to a woman, then? Or a man to open up to a man?
I think it's even harder
Hot
for
take.
Most men will look for female therapists.
I saw the
think
Love
anyone
Island
will-
reunion last night. Did you guys watch
Love
that?
Island.
No.
Hold on a second. So in the Love Island reunion
Spoiler
last
alert.
night, spoiler alert, I'm gonna say some stuff. Some of when the women were talking about their feelings and they were saying, "Hey, I didn't like how this happened in the house," and the women around the woman would,
Support.
physically and emotionally say, "Hey, you got this." Even if they disagreed with what she was saying, they were like, "Hey, we hear you, you got this." And then when any guy would say, "Hey, I didn't like that this happened," and they'd go through their stuff, they were just on an island, and people were like, "Well, it kind of sucks. Like, get over it."
Mm-hmm.
And it was very clear that there was a different
Dynamic.
whether or not you actually get the
Support.
acceptance, the support that it's okay to feel that way or open up.
I think that, but if we're going back to the firefighter thing, like, I mean, what worked for women before, like, you want to cry, that's not going to do anything. My opinion's still the same. I'm going to treat everyone equal. And I think that, too, because I notice a lot of females in, like, just different careers where I've experienced it, like, are you crying in front of him? Because I was taught not to cry, right? And that's, I'm like,
Crying is
and
very
the tears
acceptable now.
work for the men. Like,
For men?
no, like if I was like,
Oh.
like this, your sympathy, like lessons, which I'm weird because I'm like, no, those aren't going to work. Like, that's not how you get what you want.
But is it easier for you or for one of us to tell a woman that her tears are not going to work?
No, because then I'm be like, oh, he was discriminating
Right.
against
But
me.
with you, it may
So
just
if
be.
you said it, it would be different.
I think so.
Yeah.
If I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
you need to wipe those tears. We're not
Right.
doing
Now
that.
That's
you're,
like women
now you're empowering.
empowerment,
You're
right?
empowering. Whereas
Right.
we are now almost we're almost
Yeah.
Like your
obligated
feelings
to,
don't matter.
or just hand the tissue and say there, it's gonna be okay.
Right.
Instead of saying, hey,
That's what I mean. It's harder for you.
know, like if it's a
guys.
really good friend of mine, a colleague, and she's a female, I'd be like, hey, suck it up. Like, you know, this is the pep
Right.
talk she'd probably be giving me if I was in that situation.
Mhm.
But if it's just some distant colleague, I may just be like, here's the tissue, because I don't want to get accused of.
This also comes from a hardened point of view. As a person individually,
Right.
who a female or a male is, rather than a boss. And it's like, you know, like a boss, let's say you're in charge of a few other therapists and you see one of the girls are crying and you've gone through some things where it's like, hey, listen, right? And you're a little bit more,
It's more of it's a pep talk still.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's still a pep talk, but more of a dry your tears. There's no room for crying in baseball. Just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but like I said, I understand it, and I'm lying because I do get sympathetic.
it's a lot of
I'm
lies.
sympathetic. I know. I go back and forth because this is how I am, and I'm like, I get sympathetic, but I just like here's your box. Like I also don't want to be like she was rude. She's like insensitive. I don't want to be that person, and so
Well,
didn't
it's
say that.
close, because in the workforce, someone starts to tell you their problems, you may have to start to listen to them. So it's almost like you're obligated to listen, and they may very well just be sucking you of your energy.
you have to redirect it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
redirecting boundaries.
Because
But
you're
at
right.
what point? But if it's
That's what the internet said. Redirecting boundaries.
right.
Hey, me no like.
Is
Listen
that
to
what
me.
you'd
You
say?
complain too much.
So how do you tell someone they complain too much?
yeah.
I think that ruins a lot of relationships.
Or how do you like if you had a person like this in your life?
You just change the subject, and they just
You're like
eventually
okay,
are like, "Are you
anyway,
listening? Are you listening?"
Deflect
I've had
from
that.
the-
I'll deflect, and they'll say, "Are you listening?" And I'll be like, "Yes," and I'll just repeat everything back to them, and I'll say exactly what you said. Then what are you gonna do about it? And then they're like, "Fuck, you're rude and mean."
Yeah.
So what I would do.
Well, what are we gonna do
happens-
about it?
What happens when you just agree? Like, yeah, you should do that.
I don't do that.
To me, that shuts down the
yeah,
conversation.
because then it's like you're not getting the feedback you need from me.
Yeah, and so if you keep it discreet to where it's like,
Almost like
yeah, do what makes you happy. If you keep saying that, right? Then it's like you're not giving me the
Like a
empathy that I
cop-out.
want.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not giving me the sympathy that I want.
Which is
You're just agreeing with everything I say and do what's best for you.
Mhm.
You know, eventually they're not going to want to talk to you. And that's the same if it's at work. Eventually I'm not going to go to Joseph because we can't hold a conversation together in my mind. And so I find someone, and you're right, it's a victim. And then once I find someone that feels sorry for me, we're going to be best friends because I'm like, oh, I can't believe I got in trouble again today at work. Ugh.
Mhm.
The woe is me kind
And
of.
then you have to act
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I can't believe it either. It's the ninth time you're late, but I
See, and I
can't
don't.
believe
I'm
it."
like,
Yeah.
well, what'd you do? I'm like, why? Why
"Damn it, Mary, you never listen."
Why'd that happen to you?
Well, what'd you get out of this one?
In summary,
Like always, nothing.
Can't change it.
Can't change that. No, I think, honestly, I think it's life. I think you learn how to communicate. I think there's always going to be language barriers. I don't know necessarily if it's between men and female, more partners, coworkers. There's always a
Yeah.
different kind of communication. But it's all needed, and it's just knowing when to stop.
Pick your battles.
Right? Like, sometimes you have to treat your partner like that. Would I email this whole paragraph to my boss?
Oh.
No, because my boss is busy to the point.
Yeah.
I need
Give
like
me
bullet
points.
points.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what's wrong? How can we fix it? Let's move on.
That's my kind of communication.
yeah,
Just let me know what's needed.
right.
I will do it.
Well, not even that. Like, what do you want the outcome to be? And I think if people communicated like that, life would be easier. Like, okay, you have a problem with me. What's your solution? I want to know your solution, not the problem. Because otherwise you haven't thought about this well enough, right? Like, the solution is I want you to listen more. Okay. And then people get upset with that.
Why?
Because if you're like, I want you to listen more. He said, okay, I will.
Okay. Why is that?
See, I feel like a girl would be like, not all girls, but it could be like, just okay. Just okay.
Are you even listening to me?
It's the same thing as, have
Okay.
you seen the thing
Yeah.
where it's, sorry, I'm like, one more thing, but like, don't worry.
Yeah.
When a guy says, don't worry, and just don't worry about
Or like
it.
when a girl says fine.
Right. But the Bible says,
She's not
don't
fine.
worry. I'm like, that means don't worry. And it's easier for guys to say, don't worry. Of course you don't have to worry because I have to worry about it.
Right.
I'm the one that has to do
Oh,
it.
Because
Yeah.
if he's the one that knows how to do the thing, he's saying, don't worry, because all you're doing is stressing over something
Right.
you can't change. All of it's on me anyways.
Right.
Your stress is adding to the
Goes
stress.
back to trust.
Yeah.
Like you have to trust it. I said, don't worry. And luckily I'm at the age, I'm like, okay, you told me not to worry. Now we're homeless. Okay.
You're like, okay, cool. For a second, I thought I had to worry, and it's like,
I'm glad I didn't worry.
Drop it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the magic word. It's in the Bible. Don't worry. Give it to God.
Says Mary.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, I can't worry about this right now. So
But I think that comes with like trusting the partner you have to be able to take over that.
right.
Because then if you don't, it could be homeless.
But that's where you trust your partner. If you don't trust them, you wouldn't trust don't worry.
Don't be a vampire.
Don't be a vampire. It's a new thing.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'd love to hear what listeners have to say. Like, do you think there's a communication difference between men and female?
Yeah.
Or is it more what relationship you're in, whether it's working or personal? How does that affect communication?
All right. Thanks for tuning into this episode and comment down below. What do you think?
These nuts. Just kidding.
I'm leaving that in.